for example, you have a disagreement with your partner,
Okay.
you should be able to communicate how that came about, because men, they use less words. Yeah, they don't want to hear a whole load of talking. Let's be honest. They just want to get straight to the point. What can I do to be a better partner to you in this situation? Communicating that to your partner, because you're the second in command, if you want to say. Your man is a representation of you, and you are a representation of your man when he's not around. And when he's around, obviously...
Do you think that's what men want?
Well, I don't...
Do you think they want, like, constant communication, or do you think they want us to shut up?
No. What I will say, I don't know what men want, but I will ask them. I don't assume anything. I'm going to ask you. Every man is different. Sure. What, say, for example, what Devontae requires, and what's your name? Sorry.
Phil.
Oh, sorry. Phil. Yeah. What Phil requires may be totally different spectrums. You know, Phil's married to his wife. She's got maybe, I don't know, but maybe she's got 6 attributes of maybe the 10 attributes he really loves, and that is good enough, and he can work on that. But if you're not self-reflective as a woman and a man together,
I think women don't have to be self-aware though in today's society because because of the accountability element. So there is no impetus throughout your life as you're growing older for you to have to be self-reflective and self-aware because especially if you're attractive, most men give you everything you want. You can get there's no need for you to have to think, okay, well, how do I behave in this context or that context?
So that's your
I think that comes with maturity.
To give an example, I was talking to a girl and she's very attractive. And I told her most of the girls that are around you are with you because you're pretty. And most of the guys that chat to you just want to fuck you. But to her, she just thought, this is all, everybody loves me. Everybody loves me. So at what point in her life does she realize that she's being used? And by the time she's able to realize by where she's mature, she's already beat out by bare man. So where's her value at that point?
It's the same.
Facts. Oh, he was cooking. Because guys, think about it. Because I don't know if you guys understand the magnitude of attention women get. Now, obviously, 90% is from the same men they don't want. But even that alone, think about it in terms of a job. Let's say you a guy and you got a job, or even if you don't have a job, but you have so many companies, even the companies that you don't want, they are offering you jobs. You know, every single year, every single week, you get all these companies saying, hey, come work for us. You are such a good worker, such a good employee. Your skills are so good. Come work for us. I mean, why would I work for you when I know if you don't give me a job, the next company is going to ask me to work? I'm going to become prideful. You know, my ego is going to become so big. So it's the same thing with women because they get so much attention from men. Even men they don't want. The fact that they still get that attention, they don't have to look in the mirror and figure out what can I do better. They don't care what men want. They don't even care to ask because she knows if Boogie doesn't want her, Josh over here is still going to give her attention. And what Boogie won't do, Josh will do, even if she doesn't want Josh. She just knows if Boogie is not going to spend $200 to take her out, Josh will spend $500 on a dinner date. And now imagine that happening for almost 20 years. And we're even talking about for average looking women. Now, for the pretty ones, it gets even worse because the attention is too much and most guys are willing to spend and do everything for the woman. So she never has the chance to learn.
Why do women always think they're 10s?
Do they?
Constantly.
No, I
do street interviews all the time. Girls will say I'm a 10, I'm a 10, I'm a 10. I've had so many girls on the show.
Maybe their friends have lied to them. I don't know.
But I'm saying but I don't have men do that. Men, I've never in my life, I've never in my life had a man say I'm a 10.
You know, men are more honest. I feel like if I don't look nice, my guy friend will say you don't look nice. Like change that. I get, girl, you look so cute. So I feel like men accept the reality and they're not gonna lie to you.
You have to. Yeah.
You might not you. Sorry, person X might be really -1. However, her girlfriends, because of mental health and like a lot of things, they might just be like, you're really beautiful.
Right.
Like,
but that goes back to the point that women don't face reality.
I feel like the women who say that they're 10s don't really believe they are anyway. When you see how they behave, they don't behave like they believe they're 10s. They're just saying it because of what they can get.
But the point is they can go out in society and be delusional. Yeah, and that's normal for women. And women are bailed out of every single bad decision we make.
Can I just say about the 10 business? Most of the women that lie to their friends and say their friend is a 10 knowing she's a 3, sorry, I do that. That happens because it allows those women who also feel that they're a 3 and a 4, or maybe a 5 or a 6, feel bolstered up in that group. Do you understand? Feel like the beautiful friend, like, oh yeah, girl, you look good. But when you go out, like, your friend's looking a bit tacky and you feel a bit more attractive. That's a dynamic in play, so they're more desirable to men. It's indirect.
Is it insulting for a woman to be called average?
Yeah, it's very insulting. They don't like to be called average because, like you said, every woman believes she's a 10. Even the non-10s believe they're 10s because, again, I'm going to blame men because men give them attention. Us men give them too much attention. Like I said, if I got attention from women, I would think I'm like Brad Pitt. If I got attention from women every single day from the day I was 18 all the way to, I don't know, whatever age, I would think I'm a 10 also, even if I'm the worst looking guy on earth, because that attention feeds the ego. It makes you, in the beginning, you don't think you're 10. You think they're lying. But if 5 people keep telling you, and then 10 more people tell you, and then 10 more people tell you, at some point, I see why women believe they're all 10s. Because men tell them. Now, whether the men are lying or not, but because it happens so many times, after some time, she's going to look in the mirror and be like, you know what? I might be 300 pounds, but I'm a 10.
I think if it's the reality, it's the reality. Honestly, if you're average, your personality might be like out of this world, but the reality is, to the human eye or to whoever's telling you you're average, that's their opinion. I don't think there's anything wrong with preference. You might be like 10 out of 10 to me. You might be 5 out of 10 to someone else. It's just, and you can't.
But that's a female, like you're not a 10 out of 10 to anyone if you're average looking.
But then you can't take what someone else has said. If you're average, you know you're average, go and work on yourself or believe in your average and be that great average. Great in your average.
But I'm saying most people are average. So like oftentimes if I tell a girl she's average, they get defensive and mad.
Because it has a negative connotation, but just tell them fix up and use your brain.
What is average? What is a 3? What's a 10? Let's clarify that.
Do you know that
okay.
10's perfect.
Oh yeah, 10.
Like, what are the things that make people these ratings?
Looks. That's what I was talking about. Like women's primary value to the world is your looks. That's the most like valuable asset that you can get.
Every year when they show the most handsome man, it's like Leonardo, and I'll just be like, he's all right. I don't think he's all that. But scientifically, when you go out and ask people,
yeah,
they'll
because
be like,
you find 80% of men unattractive. That's why you think that.
No, I think he's all right. He's not my type.
I know, but that's why you could find the most handsome man on the planet. Probably no, but I'm saying like, let me fit you. You keep interrupting me. Stop. And you could find a guy in the top 5% of male handsome, and you still find him. He's all right. And like that's women.
That's true.
Yeah, but I think that's because for men, now it's changing these days. These days, women really focusing on man's physical appearance, but for men, women don't really care too much about your physical appearance if the money is good. Now, if you don't have the money, they're gonna look at what's your height. For example, if you look at Kevin Hart, most women find him attractive only because they know he's famous. But if it was Kevin Hart working at Walmart, because there's so many Kevin Harts working in Walmart, but they don't get the same attention because they're not famous, number one. Number two, they're not worth $500 million. You feel me? Number three, they're not in movies, but there's so many Kevin Harts. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm saying now, these days, like I said, women really care about physical appearance, but the only time they really focus on a man's physical appearance is if they don't know how much money he makes.
Women do. We do. Let's be real. We do it.
No, but I think someone's so nice and she might not.
We do. Even when you see someone with their boyfriend, you'd be like,
I'll tell him he's nice.
No. When you see someone with their boyfriend,
so
you don't think the boyfriend's nice.
No, I'm saying if I think someone's nice, I believe.
No. If you don't think someone's boyfriend is nice, how do you behave?
It's not for me to come.
No, it's the reaction. What's your reaction?
I'd be like,
at least he treats you nice.
To answer your question, I say 8 to 10 means you can get a modeling contract. 8 is you're the prettiest girl in a small town. 9 means you're going to Hollywood based on your looks alone. 10 is damn near perfect. 7, I go off of Kevin Samuel's scale, so I don't do 7s because people are either models or they're cute, pretty. 5 is normal. 6 is cute. Below that. But yeah, that's how. So, but a lot of like on TikTok the other day, I got banned, but before I got banned, I commented on a girl because she was going off on my things, and I just said another average looking girl coping.
Oh man.
Right, because she was. Because she was mad because I was saying men prefer younger women. It's just true. It's not fun. I don't enjoy that. I'm getting, I'm 25. I'm going to be 26 in November. I don't enjoy that, but it's just true. And if you're average looking at 30, you're below average. But, but like but you see everyone's silent because that's an insult, but it shouldn't be.
It's not an insult.
Wait, what's an insult?
I
don't think it's an insult.
It's even, but if I said average looking guy, no one would really.
Yeah,
no,
but
it's
contextualized.
Yeah, I honestly believe women's ego is bigger than men's ego, because I know some people believe men's ego. I think men's ego, it's not as big, but it really hurts. Like a man's ego can really hurt. Like if your ego is really shattered as a man, it really hurts. But I honestly believe women's ego is bigger. Like they're more, because women like to throw around the whole thing of men and narcissistic, and every woman's ex was a narcissist. Can you imagine? They throw out the word narcissistic like as if it's crazy. But for me, I believe women are the most, when it comes to relationships, they could be very narcissistic because they believe they're not average. They believe most men are average or ugly, but if you turn the same thing that they say about men, they get easily offended. So I agree with this lady right here. Anyway, man, what do you guys think about that? Link down below. All right.